Colonel North, in your work at the NSC, were you not assigned at one time to work on plans for the continuity of government in the event of a major disaster? Mr. Chairman.
The FEMA plans to imprison American citizens have generated a lot of interest around the country in locating the potential prison camps throughout the country. These may be facilities currently being used as prisons, such as those you saw earlier, or prisons that are being built supposedly in the name of the war on drugs, or facilities that have other uses but which could be quickly used to detain large numbers of people, such as this Amtrak facility in Beech Grove, Indiana.
I believe that question touches upon a highly sensitive and classified area, so may I request that you not touch upon that, sir.
I was particularly concerned, Mr. Chairman, because...
Hi, how you doing? I'm Bickle, and I'm going to introduce you to what we call the killing fields. Here's one of FEMA's projects, 500,000 body casket liners on the railroad tracks. The second location of two, this one here in Covington, Georgia, and my back door.
Of its founders.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
We're standing now in the main parking lot, which doesn't look too sinister. At this level, it is a very large parking lot, fenced on all sides by fence topped by barbed wire. It also has these electronically operated turnstiles. There is also a surveillance camera, just like we saw at the FEMA facility, pointing out to the parking lot, and a helicopter windsock. All of these apparent security measures are particularly unusual here, because this is a very low crime area, and this facility is nothing but an old train repair station with nothing in it worth stealing.
I read in Miami papers and several others that there had been a plan developed by that same agency, a contingency plan in the event of emergency that would suspend the American Constitution. And I was deeply concerned about it and wondered if that was the area in which he had worked. I believe that it was, but I wanted to get his
I most
confirmation.
respectfully request that that matter not be touched upon at this stage. If we wish to get into this, I'm certain arrangements can be made for an executive session.
It's another blow for victims of Hurricane Katrina. They're being urged to move out of their government-issued trailers after tests found toxic levels of formaldehyde fumes. More than 500 trailers in Louisiana and Mississippi had an average of 5 times the fumes found in most modern homes. Some had 40 times more fumes. FEMA provided 120,000 trailers to Gulf Coast residents after Hurricane Katrina and Rita. Health officials say residents still in the trailers should be moved out quickly to minimize further exposure. Last May, FEMA dismissed findings that showed the trailers posed health threats, despite complaints from residents.
Continue. $1.5 million on the same track line right here follows all the way down to Madison and into Atlanta. FEMA controls and has made a purchase order in 2005 and contracted for 5 million caskets or body liners. They're sold by a company called Polyguard. Vantage Corp actually, I believe, is holding the merchandise for the company Polyguard, who actually manufactures. It's a Hercules-style series, airtight bio hazard container, and this is the...
This U.S. Air Force train indicates federal and military involvement. Facing the opposite direction, you can see that this area, too, is a very large fenced area with railroad track running the length of the fence and plenty of warehouses. This facility was supposed to have closed in June of 1993, but were never heated any time in the past 20 years. Outside this building is fencing and a cattle run section of fence, all topped by barbed wire, pointing inward, not to keep people out, but to keep people in. This was common throughout the facility, particularly the new fencing that had been erected.
And overall, I think the order is about 500,000 to 2 million caskets total that we have seen, which there may be more undisclosed locations that we don't know. We're definitely looking into it. Like I said, if you want to see the company that manufactures, it's Polyguard. You can't find them online, and this is the Hercules style series. And if you go to spend.org or spend.org, you'll see the budget and the order where FEMA ordered these. And this will probably be one of the first in a number of series that will run on the Federal Emergency Management Agency and what they're currently programmed in doing. So I just want to open up the eyes to the rest of the community and let them know that the caskets are here, and again, this is Kevin in Georgia, and we'll be back in a minute with some more news for you.